Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Breaking news for you. It seems that an Eritrean armed group held a meeting on Ethiopian soil. It's a key development, regional development, which has serious regional implications. Details for you in this video. Before that, uh, let me thank all the viewers who wished quick recovery to my father. I am back. My father is back from hospital. He is recovering very fast. I am highly grateful to you for your wishes, for your prayers, for my father's quick recovery. Secondly, I'm suffering from eye allergy. That is why I have glasses on. These are actually my daughter's glasses. She gave it to me. Uh, and lastly, one correction. I did a video about humanitarian situation in North Shore Zone yesterday. I told you that hundreds of schools have been closed in North Shore Zone. I said North Shore Zone, Amhara, but one viewer contacted me and said, Sajid, correction. The report is about North Shore Oromia. Yeah, the report was from Oromia, North Shore Oromia. If in North Shore Oromia hundreds of schools are closed, you can imagine what would be happening in North Shore Amhara. Because security situation in North Shore Amhara is worse than North Shore Oromia region. Let's start, viewers. It seems that gradually, slowly, Ethiopia and Eritrea are back to square one. All the progress they made in the last 5 to 6 years have been lost. And again, they seem to be backing proxies, working to destabilize each other. This is, by the way, what happened during the last 2 decades, uh, till 2018. EPRDF of Ethiopia and Isas Afwerki PFDJ of Eritrea, they remained at odds. They fought wars too, they backed armed groups, and it went on for around 2 decades. In 2018, when PM Abiy came to power, diplomatic ties restored, some regional cooperation agreements were signed. PM Abiy visited Eritrea, Isas Afwerki reciprocated too. And that was said to be the start of an era of regional integration, economic integration, prosperity, peace. And then war broke out. Eritrea supported Ethiopian government to crush TPLF. TPLF could not be crushed. But then differences developed between Isas Afwerki and Abiy, and for the last 2 years, the two leaders have not been on good terms. Let's mention the main news story a little, then the background and the implications. An Eritrean opposition group, not a political group, but an armed group, has held a meeting on Ethiopian soil. I am in touch with this group, by the way, and I have been in touch for years. This group was founded in 1995, I think. Its name is RSADO, Red Sea Afar Democratic Organization. It consists of Afars. The group wants self-rule, self-determination for the Afars of Eritrea, Afars of Ethiopia, maybe Afars of Djibouti too. The Sado remained based in Ethiopia for around 2 decades. It's both a political and armed movement, but its fighters were armed. They were trained, funded by Ethiopia. And back then, Eritrea was training, funding anti-TPLF elements, uh, people like Andergacho Sege, Brano Naga, were backed, financed, trained by Eritrea. OLF leaders were trained by Eritrea. So the two countries were involved in proxy war, direct war as well. Rasado stopped all its activities in 2018. When PMAB came to power, Ethiopia stopped backing Rasado. Rasado has been based in a far region of Ethiopia, mainly. A far region of Ethiopia shares border with Eritrea. Rasado was not fully disarmed. Now it seems that Rasado is back in action. It has held a meeting, a week-long meeting, from the 18th of August till the 24th of August. Rasado Central Committee members held discussions. Where? In the Afar region of Ethiopia. Rasado's stated goal is removal of Isaias Afwerki government. They say Isaias Afwerki government is involved in ethnic cleansing of Afars. Afar's rights are being denied. That is why Isaias Afwerki must be removed from power. So they held week-long discussions in Afar region and they made some decisions. Firstly, they announced to continue both their armed and political struggle against Isaias Afwerki's government. Secondly, they asked international community to protect Eritreans who are fleeing Eritrea. They say these Eritreans risk their lives. They are in danger in Eritrea. When they somehow manage to escape Eritrea and they want to seek asylum abroad, their asylum cases are rejected. And sometimes they are forced to return to their country where prisons are waiting for them. That is why these asylum seekers, refugees from Eritrea, they should not be treated like other refugees. Thirdly, the Rasado is using the term open air prison for Eritrea. That is, Isaias Afwerki government has turned Eritrea into an open air prison. An international community must collaborate with Eritrean democratic organizations which want democratic change in Eritrea. Fourthly, Rasado is asking all people, especially Afars, to be united in this struggle to protect the rights of Afar people. Now, Rasado had thousands of fighters before 2018. It's difficult to say how many fighters does Rasado have now. Is it fully armed? I don't know. Central committee members held a meeting, so we'll have to wait. But holding of a meeting by an Eritrean armed group on Ethiopian territory in a region of Ethiopia which is border with Eritrea is a big development. It's a strong signal from Ethiopia to Eritrea that if Eritrea is taking action and announcing measures to corner Ethiopia, Ethiopia won't sit silent. If you remember a few days ago, last month rather, Eritrea announced suspension of Ethiopian airline flights starting from the 1st of October. Ethiopian airline flights will not be allowed to operate in Eritrea. Eritrean Aviation Authority accused Ethiopian Airlines of adopting unfair trade practices, of hiking, of increasing flight ticket prices, etc. Ethiopian Airlines are trying to solve the issue. It seems that Ethiopian Airlines could be forced to stop its operations in Eritrea. So Mali also threatened to suspend Ethiopian Airlines flights, but the matter has been solved provisionally. And Ethiopia is hitting back. Ethiopia hosted Brigade Nihamado too, by the way. Brigade Nihamado, Eritrean opposition groups had meetings twice in Addis Ababa around 2 months ago. I did 2 videos on that. I told you about that. Brigade Nihamado struggle is not armed struggle. It's a political struggle. They protest. They put in front of embassies. They mobilize Eritrean diaspora community. They have not taken up arms so far. Rasado has been involved in armed struggle against Eritrean government. While the movement, Brigade Nihamado movement, does have more international coverage in terms of its activities. Rasado's activities are less covered. But since Rasado believes in armed struggle, maybe it could be a more serious threat to Eritrean government. Holding of Rasado's meeting after 6 years. This is first meeting by Rasado in the last 6 years. Because after Pimavik of 2018, Rasado was not allowed to organize on Ethiopian soil. So organizing of a meeting after 6 years is indicative of the fact that Ethiopia and Eritrea are back to square one. They are going to back proxies against each other, it seems, and bilateral tensions will worsen in coming days. Eritrea won't sit silent. It has suspended Ethiopian line flights. It will take more decisions. Eritrea could back Ethiopian armed elements too. We'll have to wait. Is this just a meeting? By the way, in the statement issued by the South, there's no mention of where meeting was held. But I confirmed, I talked to the people who are there. They confirmed that the meeting was held in the far region of Ethiopia. So Ethiopian relations set to deteriorate in coming days. Thanks for watching.